And I come from a large family from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, and there is 18 children for my mom and my dad. And I'm the third youngest, and mealtime was something else. In the morning I could hear my mom up at 5 o'clock in the morning baking bread, doing the laundry, getting the suppers ready and the meals ready. And of course we walked 2 miles to school every day. So, and she always had our dinner ready for us too. And for dinner we would probably have cockamoodle soup, what they call cockamoodle soup, which was just like a bread pudding, but it was tasteful. And for supper we would have our regular soup, which contained all kinds of vegetables like carrots, potatoes, and sometimes it would be beef pieces, and other times lots of different fish and ham. So there was quite a variety, and we were never ever hungry because Mom used to make such a big variety of soups that everybody looked for a different soup every day. And it was just a joy and a pleasure to be in a large family.
What was your favorite soup?
My favorite soup was vegetable soup. I liked all the vegetables, and if we're lucky we would have the celery in it, and all the other little bits and pieces which were hard to get. And sometimes we would have like a beet soup too, which was good, and a cream soup. So she had quite a variety of soups.
Go.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Candy Shelley. I am a member of the Ladies Auxiliary here at the Legion, and I have the honor of making and serving many meals here. The reason I'm here today is to help celebrate community and to let you know that I am a peace and conflict student in college, and this semester we are doing sustainable development. So what do you develop? Well, you develop people, you develop community. Sustainability would be the garden. So I knew about the Victory Garden long ago. We have, like I said before, we've served many meals here. So Joan called. I've been interviewing her and asking her questions about the garden for my project. So she invited me to come today to enjoy this lovely soup that we're going to have. The benefit of this soup is that it's locally and fresh. So it's locally grown by people here in Oshawa. The garden itself is sustainable in the way they manage the system of the soil and the fertilizing and the amount of people that it serves. The food kitchens, and again, it's all about community. So that is what, to me, sustainable development is, and why we need to have our gardens, why we need to have people who know how to create them and build them and sustain them.
Hi, my name is Josie, and I'm here to talk about my mother's widow stew that was made during the wartime. She told me that because of the war, they didn't have money, so they couldn't use beef. It was mostly, well, it was actually all vegetables and some ricotta cheese. We'd boil everything up together, and then she would, once all the veggies were cooked, she would drop eggs into the stew, so that made it more hearty, I guess. I don't know, but it's great. I still make it to this day. My husband loves it, and it is from Malta, which during the war was a naval base, actually. And so yeah, that's part of my story.
Great.
And another interesting part about this stew is my granddaughter has just gotten her own place, and she called me up and wanted me to make her a pot of Nana's Widow stew. And I said, better idea. I said, why don't I buy all the stuff, come over to your house, make it with you, and that way you'll know how to make it. And she was all for that, and that's what we did. I made her chop and boil and everything else all by herself, and then wrote it all down so she wouldn't forget. Another story my mother told me was when they had to bake things like bread or dinners or goodies or whatever, they didn't have an oven at their home, so they would get all their things ready. They would prep everything, take their loaves and that over to the local baker. There's like a community bakery, I think it was, and they would take it there to bake and then bring it home.